Alright guys, how's it going? Wolves1 here. Right, so we're doing Project Overthrow Part 2. So this one's a wee bit tricky, but not too bad. So we're searching over the crash sites. And Meriwether basically shot these planes down and then they're trying to recover the goods inside them. But you're trying to get them first. So there's a wee bit of diving involved, there's a lot of Meriwether, so that makes it a wee bit tricky in itself. But it just takes a wee bit of practice. So this is the way I did it, so I thought I would show you guys. As I think it's an easy way, I know it's a bit... I don't know if it's the easiest way possible, but it's the way I found around it. So I'll share with you now. So that's the starting to head down. So go to interaction menu, go to services, and go to autopilot on your Avenger. And you just press right on the D-pad, and that lets you come out of the cockpit. And then you basically go and start using the guns on the side of the Avenger to start taking out the Meriwether boats, etc. So it's like you'll see the kind of heat signature, and you'll also see what we're looking for in the water. So this camera's trained, that it was part of the update. I think it is part of the update, just trained to see the goods in the water, as you can see there. There's Meriwether, so you can see there's a human on there, so we'll blow that up. You just see the heat signatures of the people. It's not the easiest gun to control. Sit down. So yeah, basically what you're doing this now is just clearing out as much Meriwether as you can, and it'll keep spawning. So there's no point in you doing this like indefinitely. But what I do is I just do both sides. So I go on the second gun again, and then I just take out the other side, and then from there I land. So you see a few choppers, usually about two choppers, two different types of chopper that Meriwether use in this particular mission. And then there's various, some there's on land personnel, sometimes there's boats and various things to take out. So yeah, it looks quite clear. So again, you're trying to land in a close proximity of where the box is in the water. And also be aware, put on your rebreather. So press left on the D-pad to get the rebreather on once you get in the water, because you're going to be in the water for a period of time. It's better to use the rebreather for obvious reasons instead of like a diving suit and stuff. I mean, you could use a diving suit, but it's just a bit more of a hassle than just using a rebreather. Rebreather is a lot easier. I think I'm just having too much fun blowing up the bad guys out of the sky, to be honest with you. It's quite good, these guns, I quite like them. To be honest with you, I'm quite guilty of... I think this mission might change that a wee bit, but I'm quite guilty of not using my Avenger very much. I'd rather use my Terabyte and stuff like that. But obviously I think that's why they've added this aspect to the game, so people use their Avenger more. So again, you go back to interaction menu and you obviously take off autopilot, and that way you can take control of the plane again. I just crashed into that one just to get rid of him, because it's quite sturdy, your Avenger. So I'm going to land this wee island because it's quite close proximity to the box that I need in the water. Right, so it's landed now. I always use a minigun. I think it's easier just to take out the bad guys instead of the rocket launcher. Can be a very hit and miss. This you just move it. That's a very powerful gun and just keep shooting. Right, now we're going to do some swimming. And again, like I mentioned before, just remember to use your rebreather. So left in the D-pad, and there you go. All of a sudden I got an air source. You can see on the right hand side there my oxygen levels, and that's when you can tell if your rebreather's on or not. And it says 20 as well. Next to it says 20 different rebreathers. I think it all changed when the Cayo Perico heist started. So before you only get 2 or 3 rebreathers and you run out of them quite quick. And it wasn't so good for there's a couple of missions. I think it's I can't remember the mission exactly. One of the main apartment missions, and you've got to escape a facility and you're swimming underwater for a good period of time, and it's quite easy to drown when you're doing that. But now that they've done this, give you 20 rebreathers, it just makes it so much easier now. Before it used to be quite awkward. So again, the typically way this game is, they can still shoot you through the water no bother. Although I can't even see where they are or they're miles away from us, but yeah, they can keep shooting you. Easy for them. So you just start taking them out again. Again, with a minigun, it's fight is so much easier. Couple of shots with that and it's dead. So head back to the Avenger now. And that's that part done. So now we're heading to the next crash site. And then it's just the same again. So you gotta watch when you're changing from hover mode to like kind of normal plane kind of mode or whatever you want to call it. Sometimes when it changes over to plane mode, it almost makes the plane dip. And a couple of times when I'm taking off and I'm quite low down, I've done that and I've nearly ended up in the water. So you don't want to do that. And the bad guys, yeah, you don't want to be crashing into them too much either, because although the Avenger, I believe in normal mode, is kind of, it's almost indestructible. It's not indestructible in this. It can blow up easily-ish. Right, so we're getting to the bad guys again, so we're back in the hover mode. Again, that's just pressing down left in the analog button. And yeah, I got a bit carried away along it straight. But as you can see, I'm starting to get a wee bit damaged, my Avenger. So again, I'm going to go to services, and I'm going to go to Avenger, I'm going to go to autopilot. And then I'm going to press right and take charge again of some of the guns on the side of the planes. So again, just looking for heat signatures and then just start taking the bad guys. So it looks like a speedboat over there. Done. And then just keep taking out. The more you take out when you go into the water, Matt, the easier it's going to be for you. You can see it there. I've marked it out, so now it'll show on the map where it is for me, now that I found it in this on this camera. So as you can see, there's bad guys on land as well, and the various helicopters. There's quite a few of them. It's also way with Merryweather, there's tons. Right, again, so you can see it's right next to this kind of barge. So we'll use that to our advantage, so we'll try and land the Avenger on the barge. So we scoop around. There's another plane. Helicopter, sorry, I'll take that out. So you're kind of trying to clear the way, clear the path for yourself to give yourself an easier time getting in and out of the water to get back to the Avenger. And I'm just looking through the other side to make sure we're all clear. Oh, there's a couple of bad guys over there. I mean, the way this game is, these guys can probably hit me in the water from the from away over there, so I'd rather take them out, to be honest with you. And again, as you can see, they're starting to spawn again, these helicopters. These helicopters are just going to keep continuing spawning. But you have a wee window before they spawn again, so that's why I'm clearing them out just now. And I will take off autopilot and I will take over again and land on the barge. So if this helps you at all, guys, please like and subscribe to the channel. I haven't put a lot of content up lately. I'm starting to put up more content again. I've been away, I've been doing various things at the house and stuff, so I've been pretty busy. But I'm getting back in GTA now again, and I'm starting to enjoy this new content. I almost gave it a kind of break. Well, I mean, it wasn't a break as such, it wasn't purposely a break, but it just happened, and now I'm back. So the guys have been subscribing to me for a good while. I've been checking out the videos. Thanks very much, guys. This channel has now reached over 100,000 views, and it's a very important part of Team of Thor. That's a crew with it. So Team of Thor, guys, and just the bigger GTA audience, thanks very much for that, guys. Thank you. It's very appreciated. Alright, as you can see, I'm a bit damaged. I'll try to see. This is what I mean here. I nearly ended up in the blue water because I changed from hover to just plane mode, I guess. And I'm just limping along. I mean, this kind of reminds me of I don't know if you've ever watched Rambo. Rambo First Blood Part 2. This reminds me of that. At the end of that movie, when he's got some Vietnam veterans that he's managed to break out of a concentration camp somewhere, and they're kind of flying along with a helicopter smoking, and the thing's just about to blow up, but I'm just managed to get back to the base. So that's what this reminds me of, to be honest with you. So I'm limping along, slowly but surely. I'm going to have to pick up some speed, so I think I'm going to change that into flight mode. Again, just important just to try and have a wee bit of height before you change the flight mode. And there we go. But again, this feels, yeah, it feels like I'm kind of, it literally feels like I'm using one rotor, which I am, but it's just weird how it actually makes it feel that way. I just feel totally unbalanced. I feel like I have to keep going to the side to keep some sort of balance. So once you kind of reach the city and get near towards where you're heading, the yellow dot, the bad guys back off. So I'm nearly there. There's more bad guys. Right guys, that's the mission pretty much done, so I hope this helped you out. Again, please like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.